Hello, I'm Karen Loxton, joined by Kyle, and you're now listening to the So Insights podcast. Let it rain, be the forecast. C&K coming through with a new broadcast. UK raised at a show on the dog tag. Everything changed, but we always stay on track. Straight face in the place, yeah, I'm on that. Every week a new episode on tap. Same phase, new pace, better contact. Social, soul, insights, index. We follow that. Follow that. Follow that. Follow that.
Hello.
And welcome back
To another
episode
of
Pointless Content.
all content is pointless at the end of the day.
Life is pointless at the end of the day.
You ain't wrong there, sunshine.
We ended up ordering a mystery kit. So we're not doing Premier League this episode. If you've guessed by the title, we are doing what are we doing? Things I should have lived without knowing, I think.
Things I could have lived without knowing.
Yeah.
Or along those lines. The title's probably going to be Did I Need to Know That?
Is it even factual, what we're saying?
Yeah.
No one knows.
Disclaimer.
No one cares.
If that's what you want to say. We've just found these things online. They might not be real. Who the fuck knows?
Exactly.
And who the fuck cares?
Exactly. Right.
So let's get into it.
News recommendation. I'm throwing it back actually. Well, pause. SI Pod playlist on Spotify. Jay-Z, Latoya Williams, All Around the World.
I can't go over the fact you said I'm throwing it back.
Yeah, exactly. It kind of, what's it called? Regretted saying it midway through.
Take two.
I'm gonna take us back. Is that it?
He's going to throw it back. Right, anyway, let's move on from that terrible existence. TV film game. Do you have any TV that you'd recommend at the moment? Because I tried to find something that would excite me, but no.
I think they are filming, or it's close to Squid Games 2. It's going to get announced soon.
Right, there you go.
Because they've flown a few influences out to Korea.
Right, so go and watch the first season of that if you haven't already.
I'm currently watching Better Call Saul. I'm still watching Better Call Saul. This time next year, probably still watching it. So that'd be
I'm currently watching Hannibal, the TV show.
What do you think of it? Slow.
Oh, I don't know.
Because they say it's one of the most disturbing things ever made, isn't it? Well, not ever made, but like disturbing programs maybe.
I
up there.
get bored at the start of the season. Like, I'm like 4 episodes into season 3 at the moment, and I can't get into it. But I thought the same about season 2 as well. And then it went decent. So, and I probably thought the same about the first season as well, to be fair.
There's only 3 anyway.
But I can't focus on it at the moment, so it's taking me a bit longer to watch it.
Yeah.
So I've just put Parks and Recreation on, because you sit there and zone out kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's like The Office, if you don't know what it is, kind of thing. But it's Parks and Recreation government thing instead. It's following the lives of these people in this government
I think
building.
I tried to watch it, but I went off after 10
Yeah,
minutes.
it's not your kind of thing, I don't think.
So I think he fell for this teacher or something at the very start.
Oh, I don't know. There you go. Film is Bad Boys Ride or Die. I can't remember if we've said it before or not, but the new Bad Boys.
They got Messi to
coming
speak
out,
English.
So what, saying like hi?
But they waited, 30 odd years. He's never spoken English before, apparently. And that's the time he speaks. He goes, Bad Boys? Really messy.
Stupid. Go and have a look at the trailer for that if you want, then. If you don't care, then don't. The game is something we've played before, but it's now got a full release. We might have said it on the pod many moons ago. Multiverse.
Oh, yes.
So
I had an email the other day saying that.
28th of May, the full release for the game came out. So
Iron Giant. Pick your
exactly.
character.
But it'll probably be so fucking different now.
Yeah.
So
I don't know if we're bothered playing it.
go
would
and
we?
get it.
Maybe we get it again.
Maybe we get it again. And
Maybe.
we just dick about game, isn't it? Really.
Yeah.
So and once every fucking 6
It was a
months that
button
we
mash
had
game,
one.
and you play with somehow we won matches. I don't really
Yeah.
get it. But yeah.
And Squad Busters on the phone from Supercell, the Clash of Clans makers. It's actually a cool game. Like, it's actually fun. I enjoyed myself playing it so far. I've only played it a little bit, but it's been good fun. Nutbusters, yeah.
Exactly. Right, cocktail. This episode is sour apple
Piss.
in a cup.
Well, if your piss looks like that, then you need to go to the doctor.
Oh, it's been very hot recently, so maybe it does.
It just smells like inches. The inches I want inside me.
I don't even know if I screenshotted what sour apple was. Right, okay.
It's sour apple stuff.
Just say what we put in
with
it.
vodka and, in our case, cider. So Inches cider. So, shout out to the best cider ever.
Yeah.
Or you can put apple juice or apple liqueur or something else with it, can't you? There's multiple things. He's trying to find it now.
Right, yeah,
so
let's go on to it.
it just tastes like
And
Inches.
We'll say, I think Inches will probably be a trending cider, would you say?
It already is, to be fair.
Yeah, but I think it's... I mean, we tried it time ago, didn't we? A couple of years, maybe?
I don't know if the first... it
was
might
the
not have been the
first time I saw
first
it.
time I had it, but
First time I saw it.
it's when it kind of like got me onto it, was when we went Boardmasters, whenever the fuck that was. We probably did an episode on it, so go back and have a look. And they gave us a tiny little can, and it was banging. So I'd probably had it before at some point, but that's when I started drinking it. So that's been a couple years at least, and that's
Yeah, I'd rate it. So it's I can't be asked to load it. It's telling me to put in my fucking date of birth like I'm some sort of...
It's sour
Right.
apple cider.
An apple martini is a cocktail containing vodka and one or more apple juice, apple cider, apple liqueur, apple brandy. So just apple based. And obviously, yeah, what we've done is that. So just apple vibes. Alcoholic.
It's basically cider.
Yeah, exactly.
Strong cider, because it's got a hint of vodka in it. So, right. Dictionary of Obscure Sorrows by John Koenig.
Hey, got it
I
right.
said the whole thing. Suck yourself.
Chapter 5. Boats against the current, holding on in the rush of the moment, and the word is thwit.
Thwit, like twit, but with a fwa.
Spit or swallow. Acronym is
Swallow, of course.
The hell was I thinking? So THWIT, just that, what it stands for. And
Oh.
a pang of shame when an embarrassing memory from adolescence rushes back into your head from out of nowhere, which is somehow no less painful even if nobody else remembers it happened in the first place.
Is that not kind of topical to what we're doing? I wish I hadn't have known that, and it's I wish I hadn't have remembered that
Or existing.
kind of thing. I wish I hadn't existed.
Just a random thought comes into your head.
I
is
wish
it?
I hadn't have existed.
That's your thought. You don't need to say it to anyone. Straight face. But do you reckon? It's just, yeah, a shame if an embarrassing memory randomly comes back to you. So it's like your brain's like, nah, remember when you did this? Great. Needed to know that, didn't I? Just when you're feeling good about yourself.
Like me, I keep getting reminded about the time that me and my family went somewhere, and I had the big lunch backpack. I wanted to carry it, so I put it on, and then I fell backwards, and I was just lying like on my back like a fucking turtle, just wiggling my arms and legs around. And they bring it up so often, I have no fucking clue what they're on about, 'cause I can't remember it. But they all
Good
sit
enough.
there and laugh their heads off, and I'm just like
Sock.
vibing.
So yeah, there we go. That's easy enough, isn't
Anyway.
it? Just a random thought of shame that makes you hate yourself even more.
Exactly.
Maybe. Right, main topics.
We didn't do weekly catch up.
Oh yeah.
Weekly catch up. Have you done anything other than exist this week?
Besides maybe possibly making an absolute banger soon.
So no.
No. Other
Neither
than
have
that,
I.
it's sorting out visas and courses. So
Which we can do.
All
We
and stuff.
can do an episode talking about at some point.
when that stuff actually gets like maybe granted and close enough, I
About
guess,
his
to
jollies,
go in.
going
Yeah.
off on his jollies.
But yeah, other than that, yeah, like you said, just blending into the realm of life.
Yep.
What are you?
Same.
Same.
I've drank heavily, and
Got that.
got as depressed as one can get. Really.
Right. That's it. Main topic.
I wanna fuck you down.
Things we could have lived without knowing. You kicking us off because you got more.
Okay, but I'm kicking us off with one that you already know. The air you breathe in a train station is 15% human skin.
So
If you think leaving a train station will save you from inhaling skin, just know that about 80% of the floating specks you see in a sunbeam are also skin.
So we're all cannibals. If you go on a train, you've eaten some part of person.
If you exist, you're a cannibal.
You've eaten a part of person.
If you exist, you're a waste. So yeah, there you go. You're always eating someone. So, you know, when somebody says, oh, you don't eat anyone, you're like, I do. I eat everyone.
Skin cells.
Exactly.
Imagine that's your response. That's straight face. Skin cells.
Right. Oh, somebody goes, oh,
I'm peckish.
no.
Skin cells.
yeah, somebody else says, oh, I'm really hungry. And you just go, I'm not. I've eaten so many people today.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway.
No, that's not even on a microscopic level. Right, let's go. Thomas Hargrove, a homicide archivist, estimates that there are over 2,000 serial killers at large right now.
How many do you
Sat
reckon
right next to one.
you've met, other than me?
Yeah, how many of
I'm
you
not a
met
serial
or
killer.
walked past in the street? That's pretty
Yeah.
morbid to think, isn't it?
Like, I always think, how cool would it be? I mean, not really cool, but it'd be like
cool.
it would in a sense. It wouldn't be because the murder,
Mad to hear.
but if like literally around here there was a serial killer that nobody knew who they were, and random people were just dropping off, like getting their fucking heads chopped off and shit.
Yeah, you lived in an area where it was a renowned one that, like, this whole period that me and you, like, lived in this area or something, there's been one about, and
Like
he's
the
only
Green River-
just gone up.
You know the Green River Killer
No.
from Mr. Ballin stories. Anyway, he like big.
Oh,
people.
the plot,
like
the
you're
little
from
exes.
fucking where Jeffrey Dahmer's from, or
Yeah.
something like that.
Which you didn't know
I mean-
about, but he's been doing it for what, like 10 years?
We have had
It's like,
one around where we live. Well, a murderer at least around where we live recently, haven't we?
Yeah.
We won't say his name, but well, we probably.
There's
could,
been a
it's in
couple
the news.
cases, but there's
But,
been,
yeah.
like, over certain reasons why some people have died as well. It's just been
Weird.
stupid as well, to be
Yeah.
honest. Like, but like an actual planned out serial killer, like Zodiac killer or something, like that'd be mental if you lived in an area where it was like that. Imagine your next door neighbour was that, like Dexter or something.
You never know.
Straight face tips.
Exactly. You just go about your day.
You never know the basement. Well, yeah.
When you die, your house cat is going to want to eat you.
Oh yeah. Shout out
Normal.
house cats.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, at least they've got their priorities straight.
Well, they're
They
trying
need
to
to
erase
eat.
the evidence.
My first thought when I saw this was, you could murder someone in your house and just let your cat eat them.
Pig farm vibes.
Pig farm vibes.
Let your cat just munching it.
Yeah.
Imagine if you were dying yet and you see
Might
the
take
cat
a
coming up
while.
to you. Oh, no, I'm not dead yet. Stop munching on me.
There is something like that, like, but I can't remember what it is. I don't know. It might be like vultures or something. Where they lie on the floor and they're circling, and he's just there like, "I'm not dead yet."
Exactly. Imagine that's horror film though that they just crack on anyway. Oh,
So,
grim way to go.
The Fall, I think it's called The Fall, where they get stuck. Two people get stuck on this massive fuck off tower because they climbed it, and then the ladder breaks.
Great.
And then you've got like vultures fucking circling them and all that, and one of them falls off and spoilers. One of them falls off and dies on the
Splats.
floor.
Yeah.
But you don't know they die, and then there's all this weird shit happening. And the vultures are there sat there picking at it.
Nice.
It's a cool film to be honest, even though it is a film where they're stuck on this tower for like a good 70 minutes.
What was the other one that we saw? They were stuck on like a ski lift, wasn't it? And then you had wolves like underneath them.
Yeah, I don't know what that's called. You got The Wall, where he's stuck behind a wall with a sniper on him. John Cena.
The Lake
It's John
Placid.
Cena.
Stuck on an island where the water's coming up and the crocodile's watching you.
There's an actual story about that where there's people.
Mr. Ballin story.
Yeah,
on a
they're
tree,
stuck
isn't
in a tree,
Yeah.
and they have to go in the water to get out, and
Imagine.
they have to try and get past crocodiles. Banter. Go on
Nice bit of heart racing content. That we're all racing towards death, some faster than others.
then. I'll think about that every day, and I just wish I could get there sooner.
Some faster than others. Straight face tapes. That's
Exactly.
your final line, is it? We're all racing towards death, some faster than others.
And you, my friends, are there now.
And you have reached your conclusion.
This is the end.
Hold your breath and kill. No.
Hold your breath and count to 10.
No joke.
Feel your throat
No, right.
slitting.
Right, you go.
Feel the blood gushing. Thank you. I'm here all week. Right. Cats have a barbed penis. I don't know if this is real or not, but the comment made me laugh. This comment made me laugh at the thought of someone fishing with a cat's one-eye wonder muscle at the end of their line. Can you imagine?
No, I don't want to.
There's a video on Twitter of a monkey in like a safari, and it's just sat on the side of a car, just tugging itself off, and just fucking jizzes everywhere. And then he's sat there eating it off his finger, and these people are recording it. And he used to see his dick go whoop 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 afterwards. So you know, you can probably find that on Twitter if you want.
What the fuck?
I find the greatest content to ever exist.
Well,
We'll get into that
quite
in a
a lot
bit
of
as well.
animals are barbed as well, though, isn't it? So, shout out barbs.
Yeah, but usually the vagina ends up barbed, so the male can't pull out. Yeah.
What's that horror film that was like teeth or something?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, that's banter.
Just
That
leave
one.
that. Leave. If you've seen
Um,
teeth, then banter. Right.
If a bee gets too hot, it will ejaculate to death.
What a way to go. Pollination.
Pollination.
Dispersed. Right. What?
Your turn.
Oh, okay. The human heart creates enough pressure when it pumps out of the body. What? Pumps out to the body to squirt blood 30 feet.
Do you reckon a woman's heart makes their vagina pump squirt out like 30 feet?
Ping pong balls.
I don't think that made any sense when I said
Exactly. I
that.
didn't make it as much sense as me reading it the first time.
Exactly.
Well, straight face tapes. There you go. So when you make your Dexter room, we got to make it at least 30 square foot plastic.
We could do that. Right. I don't like that one. I'm
Blood
bored of that
spatter
one. Right.
analysis.
This is one for me.
Right.
This is the one I tried.
All of these have been for you at the minute.
I could have lived without knowing eyelids are transparent, or somebody in the comments said, I think you mean translucent. And if you pull down on them and look around, you can see your eyes moving. I tried it. I couldn't get my eyelids out far enough. So I'm going to practice.
No, I'm pretty sure if you pull down, because you can, when you put like a finger, when you close your eyes, you can see a shadow appear, can't you?
Yeah, so I suppose you pull it out far enough and you'd be able to see through. Would you be able to see your eyes moving? I mean, if you're looking in a mirror, I suppose you would be able to, because you'd be able to see through your eyelids.
The only thing I think you would see are like little shadows moving. So you could see like there's an object there, but you can't define the object.
Like you put light on a sheet and you can see through.
You
can't
see the whole thing.
The outline kind of thing.
I think it'd be like that. But like you said, make them transparent, rip them off. Straight
Don't
faces.
have any. Yeah.
Isn't that Dexter line? What was the line you said of like first 10 seconds of the season, wasn't it?
I'll rip your eyelids off so you have no choice but to watch or something.
Answer.
Exactly. The fact we talk about eyelids all the time, and that's the first thing that you said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a bit dodgy to be fair.
Your turn.
Banging your head against the wall uses 150 calories an hour. Straight face tapes, if you want a cardio session, come to the basement.
How many times per hour do you have to bang your head, though?
Bang, yeah.
How many bangs is it per minute? I mean, you could say... you could say...
BPM to whole new meaning.
Exactly.
Bangs per minute.
You could say that sex burns 100 calories. Yeah, but what's that? An hour session? A one pump wonder session?
Imagine.
Does the one pump last 3 minutes? Like, you're extremely slow in and slow out? Or is that like full effort for 30 seconds might be just as good as an hour?
Yeah.
Love making.
So what's an average banging your head against the wall in an hour? How many do you reckon you do?
There's got to be a world record for that.
Maybe
If you know, tell us.
every minute, you'd maybe do one every 3 seconds. Continuous. Not completely just go to town against the wall.
20 to 30 times a minute, maybe. So say 20 times a minute, so in an hour, that's 120 times.
Was it worth 150
it's
calories permanent brain damage?
No, it's not. It's 1,200.
Crack your cranium. Or 150 calories burnt.
I mean, it'd be worth it for the sweet sense of death.
Either way, you've either
afterwards.
lost weight, you're dead, so it's a win-win.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I might not be dead. Just get brain damage.
Oh, it's me now, isn't
That'd
it?
be terrible.
Today I learnt that Michael Jackson was uncircumcised.
Great.
I don't know how true that is, but there we go.
Billie Jean.
Go on then.
Thought you don't say that. Right-handed people live on average 9 years longer than left-handed people.
Well, no, it doesn't suck to be you, actually.
Exactly, I've got the advantage, motherfucker.
Motherfucker, I want to roll.
Jokes, that's what I had to say it to you. Banter.
Fuck's
Banter.
Bunt.
See you on the other side. You know, it'd be Suicide Boys
You will
blaring in that cloud.
You will see me on the other side because I'll be ripping my eyelids off.
Well, in the cloud, it would either be muffled
Or yours.
Suicide Boys or hell, whichever way, isn't it? So it'd be muffled underground. You just hear suicide. What's the?
Suicide.
Oh, black. No, was it? Oh, I can't even think of it. Southside Suicide song. What's the first line?
I just locked in my room. 4 black walls. Tied a noose.
No.
No recall.
Yeah, exactly.
No
Rather
withdrawal.
shoot up
Fuck
to that
withdrawal.
bar.
Rather suck your nan
20
dry.
years and it seemed like a lifetime.
Right, anyway, before copyright comes in.
Yeah.
I like the eye ones and the eyelids. So, did you know that if you cry long enough and hard enough, your eyelids will bleed? May as well rip them off.
Imagine.
You don't have to worry
Crying
then,
blood.
do
Pretty banging, like.
Imagine being a pussy ass.
To be fair.
Imagine being a pussy ass bitch and crying that much.
Crying blood.
Jokes.
Vibes.
Vibes.
Bar. Right. Like,
Yeah.
speaking of skin, we're going back to it. You'll shed about 40 pounds of it in your lifetime.
Nice.
You little snaky boy.
So,
Python
about shedding skin and that. If you have a pillow for over 6 years, I think it was, I'm pretty sure it was like 50 or 60% of it ends up being skin.
skin pillow.
Remember that story you told on the Halloween episode that was a skin wallpaper?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
peeling it off. It
jokes.
was easy to peel. Ends
Yeah.
up being a person. Remember in Evil Dead when he took cheese graters that person's leg? It's no way of shedding skin, isn't it?
Cheese grater to your face.
Ooh. Make love to with cheese grater. Oh.
You can, inside a kangaroo's pouch, if you open it,
Gooey.
you can see their insides.
Hey.
It's pretty funky, isn't it?
Isn't it like all gooey and shit?
Probably because it's their insides.
That's where the little baby sits though.
Yeah.
So is it just
It
sits
is
in
literally an
gooey shit?
opening.
Nice.
The equivalent of like a...
Imagine if
Vagina,
humans were
I
like
don't
that.
know. It'd be well cool. We can find out. Do you want me to slice you open and see what happens?
No, because you know when you get those baby carriers where like the baby's on the front of you, you know, like an hangover.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
imagine
yeah.
that wasn't a carrier; it was actually
Yeah, that
your
is
skin.
that is what a kangaroo is, isn't it? So
Some saggy sack on the
yeah.
front of you.
You've literally just got a slit through your belly there, and you
Yeah.
just go like that and open it up. I mean,
What an image!
beer carrier. At least you wouldn't need to buy a carrier bag at the shop.
Imagine that as a horror film.
Well, we found the
There we go, kangaroo.
we found the evolution.
Shout out the Winnie the Pooh horror film production company. I imagine you could make something happen from that. Some kangaroo horror film where it's actually a person. He has the pouch where like it opens up and maybe eats people
Dancer.
from the pouch.
Go on then.
There's a jellyfish half the size of your pinky that can kill you. Imagine.
Yeah, imagine.
Yeah.
Where do we find these jellyfish?
I mean, what's that? No. Oh, it's gonna say something like to that. Half the size of your pinky, then you can kill you. Would say, would you just shag it to death? But
I did see this one earlier, and I thought it said half the size of your penis.
well, what's the difference? Hey.
About 2 inches.
Imagine dying from something that small, though. Jokes. Like kill cam.
Yeah, but it's like you're in a jail and you get shivved by a shiv that's like that long and you die.
Yeah, but
It's a
that's
bit
thought out.
pathetic.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
You're
it's a
just
bit
happily-
pathetic, isn't it?
But then that's like, okay, you might have had like some sort of joke story to get you into jail and that. Like you're just swimming and some jellyfish just goes lol at you. Kill cam footage is literally you just swimming. The jellyfish is just plopping there like a landmine, like a little claymore that's been placed by Mother Nature that
You
you
got
just
Spon-
swam into.
You got SpongeBob underneath him with his little jellyfish in there trying to catch it.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, what did I? Oh, there was something linked to saying you're nothing. You're just a jellyfish catcher. Oh, what was it? I don't even know. What.
You're
Some
nothing.
sort of
You're
bar.
just a chlamydia catcher.
Exactly.
Right. So this is where it goes banter. So I wish I'd learnt about this sooner. The existence of movies like a Serbian film and The Human Centipede.
Wow, there we go. We're going to mention snuff films, aren't we?
So somebody said, I made one of my best friends. I made one of my best friends because of a Serbian film. I was at a group of movies, saying I needed to watch more horror, and my soon-to-be friend said,
horror?
something I don't know, something was cut off. Said must have been said Serbian film was hardcore, so I watched it, and the next time I saw him, he asked me how it was. I said it was tame, basically.
Tame?
And I guess I impressed him enough with my blasé attitude towards it. And then afterwards, by the way, Serbian film isn't even that bad. It's so over the top and absurd. Check out Inside Martyrs or The Orphanage. Martyrs isn't as fucked up as Serbian film through certain aspects. I suppose it's more like you could call it realistic, where certain aspects of it could happen, and that makes it fucked up. But certain things that happen in Serbian film are just like the definition of I understand why that got banned.
But the only thing I'd say with some of the snuff films, I'd imagine, I don't really watch them, I don't really know. But
Nobody here watches snuff films.
Surely it's more mad if there's a genuine story there. So say if you had like a snuff film where it's just senseless killings and it's just grotesque for the sake of it being fucked.
So,
but say like Martyrs actually has a story that you're following.
It's a good film.
So it's kind of like, yeah, it's still fucked up, but like at least there's something that you're kind of taking from it. When there's just a clip of someone like puking on someone when they're killing it, what is the reason behind that?
I don't know what the one you said to me was, but I know the main one, the Slow Torture Puke Chamber, and it's one of the trilogy, and they're just fucked. Like they're not like normal.
Probably banned.
Just puking everywhere, like that kind of thing. Slow Torture Puke Chamber. But then you've got things like, I think it's called Aftermath, where it's like necrophilia kind of thing, from some like autopsy dude, and that sort of thing. Well, that was on YouTube of all places that you could watch that.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Fucked up. You can find a lot on YouTube. Yeah.
It gets leaked off like dark web and stuff, isn't it? But even like the house that Jack built, that's Amazon Prime. Obviously, you need
for a tame version, yeah.
Yeah, but even people, like you said earlier, what's your definition of disturbing? Because when you watch one bad thing, you've got to top that. So it's just it's a dodgy loophole where it goes like you wish you never saw the first one, because then if you keep watching, you've got to get worse and worse to surprise yourself, isn't it? To the point where like I might watch what you think's bad, but that's my first watch, and I'm like, what are you watching? And you're like, well, to be fair, I've watched like 20 to build up to this level of fucked. Whereas like you could recommend that level for someone's first watch.
Yeah, but then I suppose it'd turn them straight off.
Yeah. You had to build up like a tolerance at least, I guess. Like you're getting used to it, like, okay, this sort of shit that you're watching.
It's difficult for me to turn around and be like, that is wrong. Like, I can't watch that. Like, I'll finish pretty much anything. Unless something bores me to a point where I literally can't. Like, I can't focus. Usually even then I'll try and do it. But something's fucked up, I'll sit through it, kind of thing.
Even the same on terms with these would be like, you know, like Two Girls, One Cup, or
One Man, One Jar.
Yeah, or the Screwdriver one.
Yeah,
you said.
One Man, One Screwdriver, that sort of shit.
But that was circulated around school. But even that's kind of fucked up content. I mean, that's probably a joke's age that you watch that, isn't it? To be honest. Yeah. But it's kind of just like, great.
You got things like, let's say Saw, Hostel.
Yeah, even them really.
Wrong Turn. Like they're fucked up films, but they're like mainstream kind of thing. Like they're normal, like they've come out and everybody knows.
There's a horror aspect to it.
That's what people find fucked up, and then you go into the next stage of it, and you're just like, Jesus Christ. Like from what I remember, I Spit on Your Grave was quite bad, but we were quite young when we watched them. Definitely not underage. But yeah, it's to a point where I started, the fuck am I watching sort of thing. But then you watch some other stuff. And
you just keep if you delved into it more, like you just get more and more worse, isn't it? Like sort of thing. So it's better off if you never watched it and never knew about it, because you don't want to access that part of your mind. Cause it's just,
because then you're like, oh, can I find something worse than that?
Yeah, it's the curiosity.
It's kind of just gets cycle
worse. Yeah, so it's just like great. It's a bit like when they say a car accident. I think some people are prone to have a look. You know,
so
you
horrible.
But
you
some
can't
people,
look away.
Yeah. Some people do want to have a look.
It's so horrible that you have to look.
And then once you have, you just get like, it's like a post-nut clarity, I guess. You wish you never fucking did it in the first place. It's weird, isn't it? But weird mentality. If the sun exploded right now, you wouldn't know about it for another 8 minutes.
So we could be 8 minutes away from the time of our lives.
Go finish the pod episode. Upload it. Not in 8 minutes. Around here. Fuck it out.
Not even an 8 hours. Not even 8 hours. Fucking hell.
The energy from the explosion would be travelling at the speed of light, which means it would take 8 minutes and 20 seconds to travel from the sun to the earth. I mean, what would happen? Just darkness? Because the light would go. Or is that travelling at the speed of light? So what, the sun's still there?
The light, so it would take the time for the light to actually reach us. If we looked through a real powerful telescope onto life on another planet 20 light years away, we would see them as they were, whatever it is, 20 years ago or something.
Mental.
Because their light took 20 years to travel to us.
Yeah.
So they'd be at the same point as us, but we'd be seeing them in the year 2000, say. kind of thing.
It's wild,
Which
isn't
the
it?
whole time-space continuum kind of thing is actually really cool.
Like the Interstellar. Have you watched that film?
Nope.
Oh, you definitely got to watch that. That's one of the best space films. Shout out. I recommend that as a film. Matthew McConaughey. But that's when he goes to a certain planet, and what he spends maybe like 20 minutes on that planet is like 20 years on another. So he's got to go on that planet
Yeah.
to do a mission, but something fucks up, so he stays there longer, and then yeah, it's a sick film, to be fair. Like about space, if you're interested in it, and he gets caught in a wormhole and time gets fucked, and
We
it's
got to
how
wait
space would
for
happen.
the Paradise film.
Yeah, exactly.
Ultra 85, Logic. Make a film.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we said though, didn't we? I said to you, because obviously he likes his Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah,
No,
it
so
would
they
be cool
wouldn't
if
be
he did that,
surprised.
yeah, because obviously he's written books and that.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm leaving the best one for last, so...
Good.
Your tongue doesn't fit comfortably anywhere in your mouth.
I guess you're always
So
moving
now
your
that you
tongue,
know,
aren't you?
now that you know that, it's probably going to annoy you quite a bit because you're going to be like moving your tongue around like I can't. It doesn't feel right. Like when you think about breathing, it makes it harder.
Yeah. And blinking.
Yeah,
But when they say your resting tongue position is on the roof of your mouth as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Which is like a bit wild, isn't it? So you always got your tongue
makes
on the
sense,
roof, isn't it?
because if you want to put your tongue at the bottom of your mouth, you have to kind of pull it backwards a bit.
Makes your face look a bit weird as well, wouldn't it? I'd say so. Straight face at me. You wanted to kill me.
Can you see a difference?
Your tongue's doing a madness in there.
Unlucky ladies that you're not. Anyway, right, you got any more?
Don't you think tongue is a weird thing? Little slivery, sloppy, wet shit in your mouth.
The cells on the inside of your cheek are the same cells as your vagina.
Nice.
Specifically yours.
All right. My kangaroo pouch.
Yeah.
Right.
Have you got any more?
I've got two actually.
You got more than me. I've only got one left.
Oh, okay. Fresh urine is clearer. No, it's cleaner than spit.
So when you're looking for a little bit of extra lube, don't spit, just piss.
Golden shower is cleaner than spitting on them.
Even though it wouldn't be golden shower because it would be clean, clear,
Fresh urine, yeah. What's
Fresh.
fresh though?
sterile.
What's fresh urine?
Probably like pure white kind of thing. Like
After
you know,
a
whereas
few Guinnesses,
pure
where
clean.
when
not when you're dehydrated.
when
and
you're
you've
sat
had
at
9
happy hour,
ciders.
big fat massive hunt tour, and you're bursting for a.
It just comes out.
Worst.
Comes out the colour of iron brew.
Do you think that's the worst pain? I've been the best for a long time. That was mental. But says your pee has about 100,000 bacteria per milliliter, while your mouth has around 100 million bacteria.
Nice.
Which makes sense because your mouth always has obviously these enzymes that breaks down food and that, isn't it? Your urine's obviously just wasting itself.
Just
So-
piss in your mouth and then you've got them all in one place.
Yeah.
Right.
Why would you need to do that? Little family reunion.
So they're all in one place. You don't have to worry about them being in 2 different places.
Yeah,
then.
babysit another way, isn't it?
Exactly.
You sell babysitting.
Right. How Lost ended.
Bullshit. Isn't it?
Spoilers. I'm just going to say that
Game
right
of Thrones
now.
ended.
But, yeah, how Game of Thrones ended.
Oh,
But
everything ends.
specifically how Lost ended. I wish I never knew. I wish I'd never even watched it.
Because how many seasons is that as well?
Like 6? 5 or 6 maybe?
How many episodes in each one? Like
I
700?
don't know. Probably like 20.
It seemed like it was
But
on for time.
It was
that
so
program.
like the first couple of seasons were so fucking good. It was weird they introduced the polar bear, and then I think they did anyway. And then the ending just so major spoilers. Everyone was dead anyway. What was the point? It's about as
You feel as lost.
there's
the
about as
program.
much point as life itself.
Maybe that's what their motive was. We made this just so you can sit through it, just to
So-
realise that it's all a simulation and you'll be dead anyway.
We're all here right now. Maybe we're already dead.
Just watching ourselves. I mean, this
We're
must be
watching
a
our kill cam. It's just a real fucking
slow,
long one.
Yeah, it's a slow season, this one, isn't it? It's a long watch, isn't it? When does it spice up? And it does it at all.
Entire loads of
Maybe they
slow
change up.
seasons. Oh, fuck you now.
Oh,
I finished a drink and I was very strong at the bottom.
come and see your finale
I like
of your
it.
season.
I like a good strong bottom.
Right. The dead outnumber the living 15 to 1.
I mean, that makes sense, doesn't it?
So we got to join the winning team, haven't we? Can't beat them. Join them.
That's some pretty bad odds. Or good odds.
Spurs to win the league. What was it?
If you can't beat them, slap your meat on them.
Spurs to win the league or dead out living. Was it? I don't even know what it was.
At least everybody can get a sexual partner.
Yeah.
There you go. Everybody can have 15, in fact.
One's if. No, I was about to go really dark.
Yeah, go on.
No.
Do it.
No.
Yeah.
Right.
What happens if you fuck your mum's auntie's cousin's brother?
No, it was you can have multiple.
Well, once.
For dead people.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, they ain't got a choice.
Maybe they died with consent form in their hand. Fucking
I just think of PC Principal in South Park when he goes around the frat house and he's asking everybody for their consent forms after everybody's fucking drunk night. You all got your consent form filled out? Yep, here you go.
He is a cool character, to be fair. He's funny.
Fucking cracking
He was annoying,
character.
to be honest, like, to start with, but I think I grew to like PC Principal.
Yeah.
I mean, him in the games as well, wasn't it? Microaggression. What banter.
Anyway.
Who's actually your worst South Park character? Because he's one of my best, isn't he? Towley. Towley's banging.
I don't know if I'd say he's
Towley,
worst.
Mr. Hangy, isn't it? And Butters.
Towley episodes, I think, tend to be shit.
Yeah,
As a character coming in and being a part of somebody else's kind of episode is decent. But
Towley
him on
shoes.
his own.
Butters is best, to be fair.
Butters is
Randy's
the best
pretty
character.
cool.
Butters.
Butters.
He's on my arm.
You tell me that.
Kind of. So.
Imagine if you had to tell you just had the whole South Park cast. Mental. Integrity Farms.
Anyway.
Right, there we go. That is things you wish you never have learned.
And now
Or knew
you've
about.
learnt them all.
There you go.
So, you know. Right. I mean,
that's it.
On to new music.
Right. Yeah. Album Bad Omens, Concrete Jungle, the OST, K-Trap, Smile, Young Pinch, Letters from the West, and then singles Roddy Ricch, Survivor's Remorse, Eminem, Houdini, Logic, Deja Vu, feat DJ Drama, Throne, Look at Me, Justin Stone, Feel Okay, Becky Hill, Multiply, and Kalani, Next to You.
I will add, I think, one.
I made an appearance in the Eminem Houdini video as well. Shout out me.
Banter. Josh Juice Whistle.
Okay.
Cool song.
You blow my whistle, baby. No.
Suck your nut. Right, I've got some jokes for us. We've already had facts all episodes, so.
No, you got to say project of the week.
Oh yeah. I didn't listen to a single project today.
I didn't mind Young Pinch.
So.
Bad Omens, maybe the odd ones. Like I think that said Tiny Temper, dude. It sounded like that. And then singles, I liked the Roddy Ricch, Eminem, and Logic like trio.
Logic
stuff
is the release of the day for me. I've listened to it
And
probably
Eminem.
like 20 or 30 times. So
looking forward to Eminem. If there's anything like that single, the album, then looking forward to it.
Hopefully it's not all throwback stuff.
Blonde hair, beard.
But it's still cool in any case.
Blonde hair, beard.
Exactly. But let's not get into that yet.
No.
Right, we've got some jokes. I've got some jokes.
Yeah.
If you're offended by it, then...
Oh yeah, you went random
good,
with it.
because I still don't give a fuck.
Damn.
The Eminem line. And if I offended you, good, because I still don't give a fuck. Right. To the man in the wheelchair that stole my camouflage jacket, you can hide, but you can't run. It's that, you know the Sully meme of him going,
So
every joke can be funny with the right delivery, except for abortion jokes. Those have no delivery.
Damn.
My favourite hobby was to build sandcastles with my grandfather until my mother took their ashes away.
All right. Fair enough. Fair enough. Ash castles.
Well, that'd be that. So, if you enjoyed this, then thanks.
Cheers.
Toodaloo.
Toodaloo.
Motherfucker.
Thank you for listening to another episode. You can find us on all streaming platforms under the Soul Insights podcast. Please leave us a rating and review. Check out our socials, CSI Index,
TikTok and Instagram,
the Soul Insights Index,
YouTube,
Soul Insights.